Hey, hi, Harshad. Uh, can you give quickly the introduction about yourself and with your relevant experience in IT industry with respect to QA automation or QA testing?
Hey, hi, and yeah, sure, definitely. I have around 6 to 7 years of experience in QA automation testing with strong expertise in web automation, API testing, and framework development. I have also worked extensively with Selenium, Playwright, Java, REST Assured, TestNG, Maven, and Jenkins for building the scalable automation frameworks. I have experience in CI/CD integration, and then I have performed parallel executions whenever necessary, and then have performed cross-browser testing, database validation, and have reduced the execution time for large automation suites during my career. And recently, I have also been working on Gen AI testing, which includes prompt injection testing and dynamic response validations and many other Gen AI specific related testing areas. And I'm also comfortable in handling both UI and API automation along with framework level enhancements and debugging the production level issues. Currently, I'm open and looking for opportunities where I can contribute both technically and strategically as a senior QA automation engineer.
That's a very nice introduction, Harshad. Let me start with the technical questions. Please give me 10 seconds. Okay. So why are your selenium tests flaky even after adding the weights?
Sometimes the selenium tests are flaky even after adding the weights because flakiness is not always about the synchronization related. It can be caused by unstable locators and sometimes due to because of stale elements, and then because of regular DOM updates or the dynamic DOM updates, and improper framework designs, and sometimes due to because of environment instability and test data issues. Due to many other reasons, the Selenium tests are flaky even after adding the weights to the framework or the test cases.
Got. Uh, can you tell me when should automation not be done?
Automation should be avoided for unstable features and frequently changing UI. One-time validations like CAPTCHA validation or whatever it may be. And if there are any low ROI scenarios, so then these cases uh, automation cannot be done.
Okay. Uh, why is thread dot sleep considered bad practice?
Because it introduces unnecessary waiting. It increases the execution time, and it causes instability because it does not dynamically wait for actual application conditions.
Okay. So because of unnecessary waiting and it increases the execution time. Okay, got it. Then can you tell me how would you reduce a 5 hour regression shoot to 1 hour?
That can be done using parallel execution, and we can do that by parallel API level validations, and by removing the redundant tests, and by performing the headless executions, and by using the smart tagging method and optimizing the weights, and fine tuning the framework wherever necessary.
Okay, okay. What is the biggest challenge in parallel execution, Arshad?
Thread safety issues and sometimes the synchronization problems.
Okay. Why do tests pass locally but fail in Jenkins sometime?
Yeah, the common reasons include environmental differences and browser versions, timing issues, insufficient resources, network latencies, incorrect configurations, or might be the hard-coded paths.
You bought up Paul. Okay. Uh, how do you identify bad automation tests?
Uh, you can tell the test cases which fail due to environment issues rather than the actual defects, and the tests are that are highly dependent on UI and difficult to maintain, and the tests which are mostly flaky. So such kind of tests we can tell as bad automation tests.
Okay. How do you handle dynamic XPath performance issues?
Um I prefer optimized CSS selectors, relative XPath, and stable attributes.
Okay. What would you automate first in a new project when you join?
I prefer basically the smoke scenarios, business critical flows, and then repetitive regression test cases with frequently executing test cases, and stable functionalities.
Okay. Okay. Uh, then what is the difference between verification and validation?
Verification checks whether we are building the product correctly, while validation checks whether we are building the correct product.
Okay. So please bear with me. There is a disturbance near my home. So please bear with my background noise. Okay. Let me jump into the next question. What happens internally when you call driver dot find element?
Yeah, sure. Please give me 30 seconds of time.
Sure, sure.
Yeah, I'm back. Sure. When we call driver.find element internally, it happens like Selenium sends a request through WebDriver protocol to the browser driver, which interacts with the browser engine to locate the element, and it returns its reference.
Okay, got it. How do you handle authentication pop-ups in Selenium?
Mm, yeah, authentication pop-ups can be handled using browser options, auto IT, robot class, um, and there are many other ways. I am aware about only on these things.
Okay, that's fine. Uh, what is tail element actually? You said it earlier, right? So tail element uh, causes some issues. So what is tail element actually?
It means Selenium holds an hold reference to an element that no longer exists in the current document object model after page refresh or because of dynamic updates.
Correct. Okay. How do you validate AI generated responses?
Mm, using using assertions